Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of All Campaign 14 Week 10 Day 6, second to last day of everything. So today, of course, last days to finish up the Summer of Love event as well as the current campaign with the good old mythic of the little Devoury guy. Or not really Devoury guy, but you know, true damage one-shot guy. Death Mark mechanic, HP boost ratio. Not much going on there, but you know, can still be used occasionally. So I never covered the video on it. I hope to get it out tomorrow. But aside from that, so why is the other computer not loading? Come on, other computer, load! I can't see the other chat, but I can see everyone in the other chat. But anyways, hello everyone. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Bill. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, why won't this thing load? Come on. Let's see, we'll click on it again. Round 3. There it goes. It loaded that time. There we go. Let me zoom in. And there we go. Okay. Anyways. So, where are we? Let's go and mess around with Bounty Hunter. One of the things I want to go do today is, or more so this weekend, we'll make progress on it today, is to go make Leaderboard for Bounty Hunter. We haven't bothered doing this for a while, and it is in a position where we should be able to pretty easily get a multi-way tie. And as long as we don't get bad Valraven luck, should be good to go. Of course, the battles are super ridiculously easy this week because you're up against an ogre, an ogre, an ogre, and guess what? Another ogre. So, it should be pretty straightforward. We just obliterate the ogres, go from there, good to go. Also, the chat above me is not working. Gosh, why is everything not wanting to work today? Everything's not wanting to work. You know technical difficulties are occurring when even the chat above us doesn't want to work. That one literally just doesn't want to sometimes. That one probably has like the least amount of explanation out of anything to not work. Because more than 9 times out of 10, like 1 out of 30 days, it'll be like, nope, doesn't want to function. Today's that day. Let's see. You know what, I'm gonna go for physical damage poke on that thing. Hello, Mary! Hello, Lucian! Hello, Humberto! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Tyrion, yeah, I need to go check that out. I did see that earlier, but I didn't bother getting around to it. Tomorrow's probably the last day, too, so we should probably get on that. Gosh, I haven't even played Scarlet and Violet for like 2 or 3 months now. They have home access, too, and I still haven't even sent anything over to it. I'm pretty much just waiting until they release the DLC, which is, what, I think August? The first wave is coming of the 2 waves. Hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we got most of our damage. We'll throw that down. Well, if nothing else, at least these fights are super easy. A little samey. As, well, it's quite literally all the same troop 4 times over. But their difficulty is actually way easier than a normal bounty hunter. One of the reasons I'm even going for it this time around. As, is a lot more straightforward than normal. Not that bounty hunter is normally particularly hard, but you know. Should be pretty quick to take these out compared to normal. You know what, we'll try for it. There's a chance we get Skull from Sky, and worst comes to worst. Hey, we actually did. He gets Skull distracted there. Alright, we don't need to do anything with that. We don't have a Cascaded Mana. We'll take the Guarantee Red, though. It's actually not feeding into anything because Karaki already has his full mana, so we don't actually need it, but oh well. And that should be a match. Doesn't matter where we use it. Everywhere is enough true damage. Also, we finally did finish Dave the Diver earlier today. And I'm not going to be starting any other new games before the trip then. We'll start something else after the trip. Because gosh, I'm already leaving soon. It's coming like right around the corner. Like it's basically a week from now. A week from next Monday, technically. As far as when our last stream is going to be. So we're going to have like 9 more streams between now and then. So, or 8. So yeah, that is right around the corner. Because I'm going to be stopped streaming like 1 day before I actually need to go. Just so I can rest the night before. Now, I'll take that over, get the other poke. I'll take that one over, get the skull. And I always double true damage this guy. Ideally for a lot of red, which he just took from us. We still got Tagraki off the brown. Yeah, we haven't finished Mega Man. We're still working on it. We're going to be doing 5 and 6 at some point. I will likely starting 5 early next month. 6, I have no clue when we're getting around to, but at some point it will be done. Definitely before the end of this year. I hope to start 5 very early August, most likely. Potentially even late July. Yeah, there's a lot of games in that game. Since there is 4 games there. And we've done the entirety of 3 and the entirety of 4. And then we still have to do 5 and 6. We're skipping 1 and 2. Mostly because 1 and 2 are a little bit too dated. 3 is technically the starting point. Oh, so hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. So where are we all on the leaderboard? We shouldn't be on it until we've done all our battles. So I'm not even sure why I'm checking. Because the earliest we could be is every battle completion. And with tier 5, it's actually RNG if we end up getting it or not. Because of where the Valraven falls. If we get bad Valraven luck, it looks like there's only like 8 people left before you get pushed off. Which is one of the reasons in the past I didn't really mess with Bounty Hunter too much if we were doing this range. Because there's a lot of times you just kind of get pushed off of it. And more people might be going further into it just because it's such an easy weekend. Hey, we actually got a death mark kill for once. Look at that. It does do something. Who could have guessed? That mechanic that says it does something occasionally does something. Death mark's still probably one of the weirdest mechanics in this game. It either insta-wins or does nothing, and pretty much nothing in between. It's the only 2 things it knows. It's not like a lot of other effects where you just get like a gradual benefit over time. It just does it all at once. Oh, so I should have killed that with the bear thingy. Because then I could have killed the second one with Corpse Mirror, and now I have to waste that one for Corpse Mirror. Tagraki, you're 1 mana short, what are you doing? You know what, we actually have enough damage here, so we'll take that and then hit it with the bear. I was gonna gain a hero level there too. Hopefully we get 1 more Valraven. That will actually determine if we're on the better luck of Valraven side. Oh wait, well there it is. Oh, we got that pretty early. Is that even the Valraven that determines it? We'll find out in a moment. Alright, that's enough damage. We're just gonna poke it with something else. I highly... then again, maybe I should have killed all the way. I was gonna say, I highly doubt it's gonna get all the way to full mana, but it actually did. Luckily without a turn, so we couldn't really do anything with it, but still. It sure tried. Alright, we'll take our poke there, get a Tagraki over there. I can't do anything for that. We'll just explode everything. You know, we'll kill them all the way. Why not? Corpse Mirror, and that is almost match. Do we have Cascade over here? Yes, it is still in play. Nice. Oh, I didn't even need the extra turn. I was doing that so we could Tagraki him. But, no, he's already dead. Alright, this one is what determines if we have Valraven or luck or not. If we get it on one of these 3 fights. Will I be streaming tomorrow then? Probably not. I don't think we're doing any midday stream tomorrow. Well, I might still be doing Pokemon a little bit off stream for like an hour just to get the thingy. And to see what on earth has even happened in that game in the last, like, 3 months. I'm pretty sure not much. Pretty sure it still has a billion bugs and performance issues. Who knows, maybe we'll go for a shiny. I'm not even sure what I would want to go for. Because they have Pokemon Home Access, so you can technically get, like, anything in that game now and there. The breeding system just works so much weirder in Scarlet and Violet, though. Like, I would much prefer just doing it in Sword and Shield, the previous game. Also, I'm not sure if you can send Pokemon back, because there's some that you actually weren't able to get in Special Balls. I'm not sure if the game would recognize as hacked Pokemon or, like, legit. Because in the game itself, they're technically impossible, but because of Scarlet and Violet, they are possible. And there's no way to know if they did a little mini patch that actually made it recognize it. I would assume they would have, but knowing performance issues with them, I highly doubt they did. Alright, I'll take this go over there. Tyrion already helped you get yours? Nice. Yeah, I still need to do mine later. Shouldn't take that long, though. Hello, Kikolia. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we actually need Valraven here in order to even make Leaderboard? Wait, is the bottom of Leaderboard average Valraven luck? That's concerning if so. Or, I mean, good Valraven luck, I mean. No, it can't be. Yeah, we're just gonna fall on average, it looks like. Because there should be a whole category above it that's higher. By... how many points would that be? What's 2 fights? 2 fights is 6,000, 12,000. There should be a whole category exactly 12,000 points above where we are. And if that is the case, then that means we have bad Valraven luck at where we are right now. Which looks like is going to be the case this time around, which is unfortunate. So having bad Valraven luck here doesn't mean we'll have bad Valraven luck by the final fight. Though it does mean it's more likely. Oh no, we'll check when we get there. So I'll take that, throw a little poke. He's not going to do anything. Boom, dead. Alright, let's see where we're at here. So we have 2 more fights. 2 more fights, let's assume we get no Valraven. Is 12,000 more points. That is 319,000. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, 6,000, 12,000. Am I going crazy? No, it's 327,000. What am I saying? 327,000, which is, yeah, the multi-way tie. So is there a billion people exactly 12,000 above this? Which would be 3,000... 39. No, there's only 3. Wait, now I'm confused. Wouldn't that still be good Valraven luck? But if it is, how is there only 3 people with exactly it? Seems kind of off. I don't know, let's just do our battles and see where we get to. Hello, Chad! Welcome, welcome. Alright, do I even need Explode? No. I'm actually gonna go for damage pressure. Got a skull just sitting there, might as well go for it. And another skull. And this guy actually gets to do something for once. Then we true damage you. Kill it out all the way with Corpse Mirror. Clear out the whole board and randomly get a Death Mark kill. You know what, I'm actually gonna commit to the Death Mark kill. See if we can actually get it. Come on. We get one more chance. Right here. Die Death Mark, go. Ah, we didn't get it. Unfortunate. Come on, one more chance. Final chance. Oh, never mind, he's gonna die before. No, he's not. Final chance, go. Oh, come on. Alright, final fight unless we get a Valraven here. Come on, Valraven. Nope, we are at, I assume bad Valraven luck then? Because there's some people exactly 12,000 ahead, so. We're gonna be in the Ultra Multi-Way tie that is, that current part of the leaderboard. And as long as not like 10 more people get a higher number, we should be okay for tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty tight though. Which is one of the reasons I normally don't bother doing all these battles. Because it's not even guaranteed that you end up getting the leaderboard, even after doing them all. But currently it does look like we are ever so barely. As long as one of those are still there, then everyone gets the reward for it. But they are about to fall off after like 10 more people or so. Do we have Skull there? Yes, we do. Now let's follow up with whatever. And you know we gotta use Tagraki. Though we could have used anything there. But yeah, the way that this works now is... it says we're not in the area yet, but we are once it refreshes and everything. But we are currently in a Ultra Multi-Way tie in 96th place. With probably like 50 to 100 other people, or however many it is, we can't tell. But very big number of people are currently in a multi-way tie for this. And if even 6 more people make it onto a leaderboard or get like good Valraven luck or whatever the difference might be, yeah, we're gonna not be able to get our loot. So we'll find out by the end of tomorrow what's gonna happen with that. But yeah, hopefully we get good Valraven luck so that we don't have to worry about this. Otherwise, yeah, we might get pushed off. There's only 5 spots left. Technically, it's 5 infinitely. Like, as long as even one of these is still on leaderboard, all of us will get it. But that is a little sketchy how close it is. We'll see where it's at tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe one of the people right over here won't do their battles or something. And we'll pass them. Interesting. Oh, actually, El Loco for my guild's in 4th place right now. That's kind of cool. I think he's the only one in my guild actually on leaderboard. Unless the rest of them are all in this Ultra Multi-Way tie over here. Because otherwise, yeah, no one else from our guild's on the board. At least from what I can see. Oh, there's one. Igrisechi is there as well. And we're theoretically here in a multi-way tie. You just can't see us, but we are there. And even though it says top 10% instead of the actual rank, we are in the multi-way tie. And we would still get the loot by the end. It just visually does not show it correctly there. Alright, what battle am I doing right now? Oh yeah, let's just clear these out with like a... any quick kill team. Let's use this one. On Xbox, only 2 people are tied on the leaderboard? You mean the entirety of leaderboard? That's rather surprising. Because Bounty Hunter's a pretty easy mode to multi-tie in. Maybe not the absolute easiest, but among one of the easier ones. Because if everyone's going for max score, everyone would theoretically tie as long as you don't lose a Valraven and never lose a battle. Which for most bounty hunters later in the game are pretty easy to do. Also, I'm not sure what's been up with my keyboard on the other computer, too. I actually can't use it right now. I think I need to go reboot the entire computer. I was using it, like, right before the stream was starting and typing with it. And for whatever reason, it was doing a ton of different functions that wasn't, like, the actual keys themselves. Not even, like, F key functions, but I mean, like, completely different things. Like, I would click the, like, let's say the X key, and it would do something drastically different. Not even, like, one of the key presses, but, you know, like an actual... like weird function. I'm not sure what's on. Like none of the extra little thingies are on or anything that would do anything like that. So when we go do the code, I'm gonna have to like manually use mouse copy paste because normally I would use Control C, Control V, but that's not gonna work. Pretty sure I just need to reboot the thingy. My only concern is if I reboot it and it's still like that, because then I can't type in the password to get into the computer, which would be a huge fail. The worst comes to worst, I could try hooking up another keyboard and seeing if that's the issue. Which I should probably do that before I restart the computer, just in case. Otherwise, I could troubleshoot it while it's still on. What do we got here? Oh, come on. Already weakness trap. That's like the worst one, too. Stairs, the other worst one. Well, we hit both the traps. Technically, there's another trap, but we hit the actual 2 traps. Let's just run a standard Zolgoth here. Is the next week's Epic Trials at Leonis Empire? I don't remember what next week's event thingy is. It might be. Let's just go check. What's next week's thing? Return to main page. Next week is the event week of... yeah, Leonis Empire. So it'll be Leonis Empire Trials. That is correct. Leonis Empire is one of those weird kingdoms. Like, as far as the mix of what's within the kingdom. It reminds me a lot of Adana, where it's like really human-based, but also has like a weird angle where it's also like slightly monster-based. And it doesn't really know which one it really is. Because Adana has that issue. It's technically a mech kingdom that is overran with really good humans, like Tesla. And some really not good humans, but also some really good ones. I feel like every human kingdom, which to some degree Leonis Empire is always a weird mix of a combination of things. Where Adana's like that, Darkstone is like that, Leonis Empire is like that. They're all, to some degree, human-based kingdoms that are overran by other typings. And it doesn't have like a proper human synergy in any one of those locations. Despite the human population out populating like the secondary type population. You hope the trial team is tolerable? Well, we don't currently know yet what they're changing it to until tomorrow night, though we will be going over it tomorrow night. But we won't know until like this time tomorrow. Until they do the official post. Because whatever it is now is almost guaranteed going to be changed based on what they've been doing lately. So looking at the current team would make almost no difference to what the team will be tomorrow. Though if it is better now, then, you know, we could do that. But we don't know currently if it's better now or better after the change. So far, there's only been one where I would say the team was, like, definitively better before the change. And it was the one for Whitehelm, oddly enough. Where you actually had a better... You could win quicker with the previous team that was available. Relative to what you were up against. That's been the only one so far where I feel like definitively the prior team was better. At least relative to what the enemy was prior. Because they made the enemy team way stronger in that instance. While making your team pretty much the same premise. Which is the main thing that made it harder. Not necessarily that your team was weaker, but the enemy's team was stronger. Because before it was like 3 Archon statues and like a Moloch or something. Then they made it into an actual coherent team. That was very true damage based. Oh, we finished that, Let's go do Summer of Love event before I forget. The stats here have been getting really high. I almost feel like switching out the team. I've been running one-shot Diamantina. With the Firebomb just kind of sacrificing itself. But the Firebomb sacrificing itself has been a little bit of a liability because they just hit so hard lately. Alright, let me throw down the 50 gems. This is the second last day we have to do this. And tomorrow we should be able to go get our Orb of Power. Oh, so hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, I'll take that one over. Get our Explosion. We'll do a Convert. Hopefully it's nothing useful. I need you to not obliterate our first slot before we get the team rolling. That'd be great. Thank you. Good job. Alright, we got our summon. Great. Yeah, we might need to switch up this team slightly. We're actually deep enough where this is too big of a liability to have in first slot like that. I would put, like, Gimlet there just so he tanks a little. It's a little bit weird putting him there, but I need him to, tank. Because he's useless after his first cast. Alright, you're gonna go there, you're gonna go there, no, you go there. And that's the team. And the reason you don't want Firebomb the other way around is, Firebomb actually blocks red when it dies. It does it in a weird sequence, where the mana accumulation takes place after it dies, which means it loses all of its mana, it goes to 0 out of 4 mana, it then accumulates the red mana that was exploded, and then dies. It doesn't die then accumulate mana, it accumulates mana then dies. So you always want to, or generally speaking, you want to put your Firebomb if you ever use it for any reason. You want to put it behind your red troop that doesn't have full mana, so behind, you know, Gimlet as well. But you want to put it behind your red troop so that the red mana actually goes into the troop. Because otherwise Firebomb can waste up to 4 red mana if you have the have it in front of your red. And that's the reason kind of for this order as well. And the reason for the reorder is just so this thing doesn't die. Usually we don't care if this thing dies. I think there's nothing. And there we go. And see, that would have been our angry mob there, but this time around it's nothing that died. Nothing of value was lost. Oh, we had alignment there, whoops. Thought we didn't for a second, but apparently we did. And now when Angry Mob summons, it has 2 spots to summon too. In front of it and behind it, whereas before it could only summon behind. Or just not summon at all, apparently. Oh, so hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Does your lunch have a cookie? I remember, in middle school, I would always get, like, the weirdest things to bring to school. Like, there's just a combination of things. Because, you know, when you could bring your own lunch, you could just bring whatever. And I would literally just bring whatever sometimes. Bunch of snack things, fruit cups, entire, like, pre-made burger things. It's a lot of fun. Because school lunches are horrible. I'm not sure what they're like these days. But when I went to school, they were basically barely even considered food. Like, I'm pretty sure what they serve at jails is almost better than what exists at school sometimes. They have such horrible stuff. And I'm pretty sure it hasn't gotten much better in the last 2 decades. I'm pretty sure. In the last decade or 2, it has barely improved. If anything, it might have even gotten worse. What they serve in band camp. Actually, I remember in band camp, the cafeteria there, because you know, it was like a one-time fee thing to get in, and I actually had a scholarship thingy thing or whatever it was, so I could get in for free as well, which was nice. Because if didn't get it, I probably wouldn't pay how much it cost to get there. It was probably like several hundred. But anyways, one of the things that they had there is one of the benefits is the college's eatery place, because it took place at the college. It was actually an all-you-can-eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I definitely utilized that to the fullest of my capability. They had a full 24/7 pretty much running ice cream machine. They end up having like every single breakfast item you could ever think of. Most of them like made like to service as well. Like if you need an omelet, they like literally just make an omelet in front of you. It's pretty nice. And I would end up getting like a broccoli cheese omelet. It was so good. Yeah, they had like everything you would ever need, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the food there was actually like good. And most of it they made like to order as well, like almost like how you would go to one of those like bar places, or not bar place, what do you call it, like, you know, in some all-you-can-eat places they have like some of stations where they do like specific things up for you. It was kind of like that, but for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where like you can get almost everything made on the spot within like a few minutes, or you know, like foods like that. Not everything was like that. Some was just like on the side, like obviously like tater tots and stuff like that, you know, they were all pre-made and everything like that. But some of them they just made to order. It was pretty nice. Anyways, what was it doing? We did that. What else do we need here? We did that. Summer of Love. Have we finished every event? Oh yeah, you know what I wanted to go do today? I wanted to help the guild with the world event. Now we'll go hand out a code. Because I think I forgot to do it the other day and my guild's still not done. So let's do every last battle we have. And, you know, I'll set my tokens here. I was going to change on the other menu, but it's actually going to be quicker doing it here. And we're still using Diamantina team, because why not? And there we go. Your school lunches were like Piccadilly's for middle and high school. Oh no, a lot of the things that they had in the cafeteria like were out of date as well. Like I remember a lot of the milks that they would have. I'm not sure if they would ever almost sell ones that were like in date. I think on average every single one was at least a few days expired at pretty much every given time, because by the time they got the shipment to the school, it was almost already past their dates. So they would have to do it for like some amount of time. Like most of them were getting there within like a day or two of like them expiring. So they would keep them there for like a week. So by like the end of the week or whatever, like near the end of like the next shipment cycle, they would already be like several days expired. And some of them you could definitely tell. I would normally just drink water or something else, because they were pretty much all like that. I would go for the juices, because orange juices didn't get as bad. And they generally had a longer shelf life than the milks. Oh, my high school was really awful. I'm not sure what the food was like at my high school, though, because I would never eat it there. Because half my high school time I was at some different academy. So most of my high school experience I didn't get to experience at the actual base high school. Though I do remember some of my experience there was definitely not the greatest. There's just a lot of weird shenanigans that went on at that school. Too many to comprehend. Oh, what do we need here? I'll take the explosion. Though I do think the funniest experience I ever had in that school was when the military was recruiting in the lobby of the high school, while down the next alley, a local gang was recruiting for drug dealing and other similar things. That was probably one of the funniest experiences I ever had. We're literally one hallway away. It was that big of a difference. It was insane. Is there a chart to tell you how many medals needed for every troop in the game? It's 3 of their rarity or 1 of the below rarity or, oh wait, sorry. It's, for the first level, it's 3 of their below rarity or 1 of their rarity. And for the final level, it's 1 of the above rarity or 3 of their rarity. But for every single thing in the game, it is always just 1, 2, or 3 of its rarity. And for the final level, you can always use 1 above. And for the first level, you can always use 3 below. And that's applicable to everything in the game except for mythics, which you should pretty much only use those new tokens for and only use niches for their final level. Also, Lester making sex jokes. Though there was one funny band story, though, that happened in that crazy high school. Someone actually got pregnant in the, what would you call it? The main stadium of a high school. It has a proper name. Not a cafeteria. Not a... It's like a stage. Oh no, what's the proper name for a stage? Auditorium? I think auditorium is the word I'm looking for. But someone backstage in the auditorium got someone pregnant at one point. And I got blamed on the band teacher because I think it was 2 people from the band. Or like 1 person who was just from the school and someone who was like during the band class. Because the person who got pregnant was from the band. But the person who impregnated them was just some random person in the high school just skipping class. But yeah, that ended up happening. That was like a whole controversy too. That was not the only teen pregnancy that happened during that high school. I'm pretty sure there's at least 100 something from that school that happens per year. Maybe not per year, but you know, in its history, definitely in the thousands. But maybe like a few dozen per year. But yeah, that school definitely had plenty of it. Like I'm pretty sure 1 in 10 females in that school were pregnant, and they were all underage, of course. Of course, the people impregnating them were also underage. Also, law is kind of weird in South Carolina, too. Because I think you can go up to, like, 21 or something and still be dating someone who's, like, 14 or something. Like, it has, like, a really weird number range. So that kids don't get put into jail for, like, dating other kids. Like, they have, a really weird law for it. But to some degree, it makes sense. For, like, someone in high school who might have, like, failed once, who's, like, 19, would not be, like, thrown in jail for being, like, with, like, a 15-year-old or something. And also, the age of consent in this state, I believe, is 16, if I'm not mistaken, instead of 18. They have, like, a lot of weird laws on it. Let's see. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, I think we've done all the things. Let's go into the code. Let's go do the code. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have to go copy it manually, don't I? I was just mentioning the issue earlier. Let's see, if you just right-click it, I believe there's a cut option somewhere in all this mess. Cut. And now I gotta go right-click paste. Feels weird not being able to use a keyboard. I need to figure out what the issue is with it. It just started happening, like, not too long ago, too. Like, right before the stream. Can I even click the enter button? I just realized, how am I gonna click enter? Please tell me enter works, at least. Okay, good, at least enter works. There's at least one key that does. There we go. There's the code. Enjoy. That should be... Oh, so let me know if that's a Sharky code or not. I actually have no clue which code I just handed out. It's either normal code or Sharky code, but it's probably Sharky. Anyways. What am I doing? We did that, we did that, we did that. I think we've done all the things. I guess it is token grind time, unless we want to go mess with something else. I'll probably mess with token grinding most rest of the time. Seems like every event is done. Guild will get the other thing done later. We did our part. Actually, where are we? We are currently in the dead center, so we did our part. Alright, let's go and do some token grind. You know what, we'll do 20% chasing. We've been doing that quite a bit more lately. And we shall continue. Oh, let's see, is it Sharky code? You see it in our mail right here. It is... Yeah, it is. You can tell because of the extra space there. Nice, okay. Alright, let's go do some Explore 12. I don't know, what do a team do want to run with today? What do I even have set up over here? Didn't I set up a weird one to go run for the thing? I think I put it over top of this one. Oh yeah, we did. We went like the web spinner triple team. I think I was mostly messing with PvP on that. I don't know, let's go make another weird team. Let's go replace this team with a weird Explore 12 team. We've been kind of doing a different one every night. I don't know, what do we want to do now? Honestly, I kind of want to bring out Wild King. Let's go bring around Wild King. So let's see, Wild King, wait, oh, it's 2 words, isn't it? Why am I typing it as 1 word? It's Wild King. What did I type now? Wild King. Oh, I typed the L instead of an I. Same difference. They both look the same in some typefaces. Alright, what do we need here? Leprechaun. Are we gonna go 50%? Do we even need 50%? Depends how we're running it. I don't know, what do we want for our lead? I kind of want triple damage burning. In which case we can go Slayer or something. But then it's gonna die too quick. I can still go for it. Because I want something that constantly has Enrage. So I want like Hero, Slayer, Mountain Crusher? Trying to think. Is there a yellow extra turn weapon? Isn't there like one really weird? Well, not other than Rope Dart. I don't want to block it that much. I'd rather just not block it at all. I'm gonna go like Hammer. Stone Hammer. Stone Hammer. Why is there no Stone Hammer here? Fine, I'll just type in Stone. I'll type in Stone Hammer. Gosh, how far do I need to type into this before we get it? Oh, is it not called Stone Hammer? Wait, all colors. I just sworn it was called Stone Hammer. It is called, oh, it's a Mountain Crusher. It looks like a Stone Hammer. Gosh, I haven't used it in so long. I know we'll just go with, make that a Slayer. Because I'm not going defensive for this. We're just going all out. And then we'll go offset it with like one other thing. I kind of want to put Raft there too, but I feel like it won't have enough damage. And I want really quick damage here. And then we can go for an Empower Convert. I actually want the one for yellow just so we can have a super finisher. So where's the one that does yellow? It's you, right? Yes. Okay, so that's going to be the team. Then we change our banner to yellow-green. Because now we have +2 yellow, +2 green by doing this. Is there any color I don't use? I use every color. So it's minus blue, that's fine. The other one to minus would actually be purple. So yeah, let's go for that. So we have +2 yellow, +2 green, -1 purple. With Slayer class. Let's go test this. Yeah, I used Mountain Crusher a lot back in the day. It used to be one of the only explodey options. Until they added like 1.5 billion that exists today. So the main premise of this team is get full mana on Wild King, cast Wild King, and then watch the entire enemy team get obliterated. That is in theory what this is supposed to do. I just realized I'm doing a triple damage burning team without burning. How's that gonna work? No, do I have to replace Leprechaun then? I didn't realize that until just now. There's a slight problem with this triple damage burning team. The burning part is non-existent. I guess I could replace it with Infernus for the fun of it. That does get rid of our starting mana, but as long as starting board isn't too bad, it's not going to be that big a deal. I haven't used Infernus for a while. Let's go mess with it. Oh, but then we don't have +2 green, but that's fine. Not that big a deal. Yeah, to a degree, we kind of don't need it like that because we already have Enrage off of Wild King. I just figured we have Super Enrage that way. The only big issue with how we have it now is we don't have the half mana start either, so we have almost no mana accumulation. Like, we have a whole delay on the mana accumulation to get everything rolling. So once we get it rolling, it just kind of wipes everything. Because we do that, then we do that, then we do that. Do we even need anything, or we'll go for Mountain? And then we do that. Do we even have alignment? No, we do not. We have that, though. Then we do that. I don't know. It feels like it needs a slight change somewhere. Like adding a Zolgoth! Actually, we technically could. I could replace out Fist of Zorn with Zolgoth and then just replace the other thing with Leprechaun. And make it into a Wild King Zolgoth build. I guess that would also work. Also, can you please get full mana already? There we go. And now we just wipe. We just click this button and the whole team just drops. So we do that. No alignment? All that and no alignment? Really? Okay, well, we'll do it again. And then we do it again, and again, and again. And everything wipes. Hey, when it works, it works. Yes, hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Alright, yeah, I'm not a fan of how slow it starts, though. We don't really have a proper way of getting it rolling. But once it gets rolling, we're good to go. Problem is that initial bit of mana, though. You know what? We'll take that down just to get it. Oh, he's gonna poke me, though. Wait, he didn't go for it. He had lethal. That was enough damage to kill. How's Hero not dead right now? Alright, but we take that, it's over. You're making 283 million cookies per second. Nice. I've still been idling old school RuneScape here and there. Though I do not have it running in the background right now. But, I've been kind of poking at it. I'll probably do another stream for it next week. I always like doing one dangerous activity on it because we're playing an account that currently is trying to die 0 times. And currently has successfully done so. But I always like doing at least one dangerous thing every single stream. And the next one will unlock a pretty cool city in Elf City. It's probably one of the coolest looking places in the game. Also because it's one of the more modern ones. The one in the other version of the game looks way cooler. But that's because that game's graphics just look way better. But the old school version still did a pretty good job on it. I actually prefer the older graphics. It's one of the reasons I kind of liked Dave the Diver as well. Aside from its really good humor. Like, it goes down that pixel art style rather than, like, an overly realistic one. I personally prefer that much more. Like, I'm not a fan of any game that goes, like, ultra photorealistic. Especially when it's, like, a fantasy setting that's super overly realistic. It just looks really off to me. I will take that one over. Do we have, well, that should be enough to wipe everything. Yep. Fist of Zoran, still just as strong as it's always been. I feel like I don't use the troop too often, but it is insane how much damage output it has. And it has a lot of synergies, too. With the double Empower Skulls. There's technically even triple Empower Skull these days, so it's generally not ran. Because there's very few single units that can hold their own on overall offense. You normally have to do, like, double with, like, one other skull support, like Wild King or something. But it is possible to do triple skull and power with all different converts into hero or whatever else you want to put in first slot. Or even web spinner if you want to go down that route. So we'll take that. I'll take the other one. I'll take that skull over there. There we go. Oh no, why did I say no to that? I do want to skip. I said no to the skip. Whoops. Mistakes have been made. Also, speaking about things flying by from earlier, version 7.0 is probably in 3 days from now. It's not a confirmed date, but it is an exceedingly likely date for it to occur. And if it was to, yeah, 3 days is like soon, very soon. I'll take that one over. Though there's a chance we don't get an update that day. Though there's a very high chance we do. You know, I'm just going to go for it. It's enough damage. Something will happen. Yep, there we go. Don't doubt. Just click button and watch everything die. Because it probably will with that much damage output. Wild King's kind of insane. Obviously, that was her doing it still, but you know what I mean. He's the one who kind of set everything up in motion once it gets to that point. Please click button. Oh wait, I did that thinking there would be alignment. Wait, there was no alignment. I just saw the yellow. It's like, yeah, somewhere's gonna work. It did not work. Luckily, it barely had any follow-up, and even if something dies, we have another one just as powerful pretty much behind it. Well, maybe not as powerful, because we actually do lose the triple damage burning the second something dies. Yeah, I remember when Mountain Crusher was like the only way you could mass explode in the game. These days you have at least 50-something options. Like, we almost have triple-digit number of explode options for hero now. Which is kind of insane to think that back in the day, this was like the only way you could do it. And now there's one for like every troop combination you could ever think of. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your weekends. Run a King Zolgoth team. Yeah, this pretty much just is a Zolgoth team at this point. It's basically like budget Zolgoth team. Because I'm using Infernus instead of the other thing. Like, basically, these two troops combined is just Zolgoth. Infernus for the burn and this thing for the skulls. Like, that's just Zolgoth, just in a different format. It effectively does both roles with one troop. I don't know, I kind of hate putting Zolgoth on everything these days. There's a couple things I feel like I spam way too much. Leprechaun's definitely one of them. But there's a lot of things that are just so ridiculously broken that you tend to just put them on a lot of teams. Like, Wild King is broken, this thing is broken, but they're broken in a different way. And it's nice to use Infernus. Infernus is almost invalidated by the fact Zolgoth exists. Oh, come on, we're 1 shard short! Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. We're at 99 out of 100 shards. This is a little unfortunate. Of all the numbers, exactly 1 short. When does the weapon, axe, and fire, sword, ice go into Soulforge? The Axe of Fire is one of the $5 weapons that will be free. Basically, it's a new weapon that they added during one of the patches for free-to-play. Or not free-to-play, for new players, I mean. And it's currently impossible to get until the event rolls around. Otherwise, unless you see in like a $5 offer or something. The other one is also a money-locked weapon. But that one's like a permanent money-locked weapon. Oh, no, you mean the Sword of Ice. I thought you said Fire and Ice. Both of those are weapons they added in the previous patch that are going to come out when their kingdom rolls around. But they were both added in version 6.9 for newer players. And a newer player gets to choose between 1 to 3. The green one that we already got during like a Forest of Thorns week. This one comes out in a Broken Spire week. And this one comes out in a Glacial Peaks week. Neither of these events happened in a while. And when is the next one? Let me go check. Do we get any of these anytime soon? Broken Spire and Glacial Peak. We get the Broken Spire one on August 7th for free. Well, basically free. It's going to be like 75 diamonds or something. It's basically free. And Glacial Peaks one is not coming anytime soon, it looks like. Yeah, the Broken Spire one's free within a month. Specifically the date of August 7th in 29 days from now. So yeah, quite literally a month. And the other one is who knows when. Could be months from now. Could be later next year. Could be early next year. Well, whenever the next Glacial Peaks event is. There is one planned. There's not an official date yet, but there's a troop planned. And surprisingly... Oh, it's a Pathfinder. Oh, that's not coming anytime soon. Never mind. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting the Glacial Peaks one anytime soon, the sword. But the Broken Spire sword one, the Axe of Fire, this is available 29 days from now. In about a month. It's basically free in Soulforge. But there's no point in getting either of them early. Though if you are going to, Glacial Sword is the better one. Because we're not getting that anytime soon. Though I would just wait until they're free. Because they're both completely useless weapons. For a newer player, they'd be like, okay. Because they're meant for literally like the first weapon you ever get during the tutorial, I believe is how the tutorial works now. Which reminds me, I might, after our trip, given that we'll be in 7.0 for sure by then, regardless if it gets delayed or any other factor, we might finally start a new account again. We have not started a new Gems of War account in a very, 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 very absurdly, ridiculously long time. And I'm considering doing it. And doing it for 7.0. See what the new player experience is. We'll probably only do it for like a month or so. And mostly to cover like a billion guides. But yeah, I'm very tempted to go do it. We haven't done it in like 3-4 years, start a brand new account. We used to do it like every year, sometimes multiple times a year. And I think it's finally time we do it again. Especially if something is 7.0 makes it worthwhile to do as well. But even if it doesn't, they've changed the new player experience a lot in the last 5 years or so. A lot of patches have been targeted at it to make it a smoother, you know, learning experience. The Mr. Luther tutorials. Yeah, he's probably tutorials a lot these days, too. I think they almost doubled or tripled the amount of tutorial text within the game. Because before, the tutorial wouldn't really teach you that much, particularly the newer mechanics. Now it teaches you, like, nearly everything. Well, I mean, not everything, but a lot more than it used to back in the day. So I'm not too big a fan of this team. The premise of what it's trying to do is nice, but I don't know, I'd rather just put a Zolgoth there. Good old Zolgoth. I don't know, what do we want to do to go change up this team? You know what I kind of want to go mess with? It's related to the thing this week. Actually, we already have a team like this built. I'm just gonna click it. I will eventually find which one it is. There it is. Web Spinner, Mother of Darkness, Double Eye of Argus. We get to use the new mythic and the skull premise from earlier. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Because why not? We do triple damage to everything that doesn't have immune. Of course, we pick a battle that has like 1 billion immunes. Wonderful. But once we get through those, they will take a lot of damage. That looks funny when it shotguns 4 of them at the same target. It shoots so quick at 4 times speed. I'm pretty sure that would look more realistic at a lower speed. I wonder what the 6-hit one looks like. I haven't used that troop in a while. Do you just like rapid hit the thing? Because even just 4 of them looks kind of funny. But 6 of them would look exceedingly funny. Also, why on earth do we keep getting battles that have immune to triple damage burning? Or triple damage web? There's not that many things with impervious, though. I think we found, like, literally every single one of them in existence. Is it me, or does that hit really quick? I don't feel like the guy that hits 6 times shoots that quick, does he? I don't recall it occurring. Let me go check something real quick. Mambasira, I believe is what it's called. There's no way Mambasira hits that hard or that quickly. I never remembered it hitting that quick. Where's Mambasira? Let me get like Leprechaun Mambasira or something. Leprechaun, Thrall, Mambasira. How do you even spell that? There we go. Alright, that's all we need. I don't even need to change the banner. It's gonna be fine. Has like infinite mana just with those 2 existing, even with the worst possible banner. There's no way she hits that quick. I don't recall that ever happening. Does she hit that rapidly when you click her? No, look at that! Yeah, look at that. It has a wider gap. Look at the time difference between each attack. And this is at the same speed. Look, it's so much slower. But then we cast the other thing. And it's just like rapid firing. I thought that was a different speed. Because that seems so weird compared to the other one. I'm not going crazy. Yeah, Mirthani's Darkness, for whatever reason, like 2 times speeds all of its attacks. Like, it's like the 4 times speed actually affects its casting. That is so rapid compared to the other one. Like, look at how slow Mambasira was, and now look at when we cast this thing. I thought that seemed odd how quick that was. Because it actually is. It's not normal. But that's good. I prefer it to hit this quick. Yeah, look how much quicker that hits. That's like double or 4 times the speed. Compared to Mambasira, where it has like a very obvious like delay between each hit. I thought that looked way weird, but yeah, it is. It's just way quicker for some reason. Honestly, I don't mind. I wish every troop worked like that. Let's see. Yeah, it is a little strange. I'm not sure why that one specifically does it like that. But it does. Now that I see it happening, I can't not see it happen every time it does. Will I immediately max out the Doomed Ring? Last I recall, it wasn't that useful. Some people were mentioning that it was. I'm not sure what the synergy is that they're seeing. Like, there are a couple of colors, like the one that's coming out, I believe, initially, where its coloration is a bit better. Because I believe it's one of the better colorations that we end up getting for it. But most of them are going to do almost... Also, how do we get an extra turn there? Wait, now I'm even more confused. Wait. How do we just trigger an extra turn? Did you see that? We got like a gold drop and an extra turn. Oh, yeah, there's something definitely glitchy about this thing. Because that's impossible for us to hit extra turn off of Mirthani's Darkness. It doesn't have an extra turn ability. But it did it as if we like swiped one off the board, and that was weird. Because it showed a gold mark as well. It was so weird. What is up with this troop? But hey, it actually is usable. Like right there, look, we just got extra turn gold for no reason. Wait, what? What? I just got an extra turn for taking a 3. And the place where it showed the extra turn was not where I actually took my turn. Like, look, it just happened again. We're just triggering a billion glitches at once. But we're getting free turns for doing nothing and free gold for doing nothing. I think it might be these two that are their trait that's triggering the glitchiness. Oh no, it's going to drain all my mana. But in all fairness, is that going to matter? We just have a billion skulls. Oh no! I was about to go win with that ability. Oh, unfortunate. He took my mana I was about to win with. Wait, wow, that does like 0 damage. I gotta kill this thing like 10 times. What even was this fight? And the weirder fights we've had all night. The sadder part is we can still lose this if we're not careful. Let's see. Don't you dare double skull us. No way. We're actually gonna lose. Wait, we actually lost this fight? No, he can't kill us with 1 skull. Because double doom skull is still not even enough. No, but the triple is. What even just happened? Wait, we still have the extra shards from that, right? Oh no, we already used it up for that thing. Okay. Go to a different location. Oh, 32 tribute. What even just happened? Let's go to Suncrest. I don't feel like this place has as many immune to webs. Crazy stuff. I have like 66 forging orbs, so why not max it? I want to make sure we have enough to max all of them. Though we probably will max a new ring just to mess around with it and show it. Just to show what the new type of ring can do. But I don't plan on maxing all of them. At least not initially. But yeah, I probably will max the new ring that's coming out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but on Monday, I mean. Just 2 days from now. But I probably will max out that ring just to show what the rings do. But I probably don't intend to actually use like any of the rings. We might. There's a couple colors of them that are definitely better than the others. Anyways, I guess we'll end it on the angel right here. Take our double blue deed. Yeah, overall, honestly, this mythic's growing on me a little. It does a lot of crazy things. But yeah, it's kind of worth getting. I personally don't feel like I'll use it much into the future. But it's a lot of fun. I like mythics that are like this because they're at least unique. Even if I don't plan on using them, they're at least unique enough to bring out for a really gimmicky team. Even if I have no intention to probably ever use it after this weekend. But, like, for example, this one isn't gimmicky enough to bother using. It's just standard Death Mark with, like, insta-kill. Like, it's just 2 different insta-kills. Like, there's nothing special going on here. Despite it having a unique power gem. But that unique power gem's already a mechanic that exists, like, a billion times over. Whereas this thing actually has some uniqueness. It can be put in those skull spam teams. It has true damage synergy, not that. It has the Doom Skull synergy first. So the Uber with the Doom Skulls. It has the true damage synergy, so it can be put with any true damage team. It has backup resummon, which not too many true damagers really have. There are a few. The first one that comes to mind is Queen of Sin. Actually has a pretty similar ability to this, if you want to compare it like closest comparison. His Queen of Sin has a double true damage and then summons either Wrath or Lust. It's probably the closest thing, honestly, to Morthani's Darkness. They're both a true damager that has a summon follow-up. But personally, I would almost never use this. Whereas I can see myself occasionally bringing this out for its final trait synergy and the distribution of how this does damage a little bit better. Because you're pretty much never securing a kill by hitting the first two enemies. Whereas you could easily secure a kill by doing 4 individual hits. Whereas this will basically never kill. Well, you know, it'll chip them, but it's not meant to be the thing that gets the kill, whereas this easily could be. Like, if 3 or 4 of these hit the same target, that thing is absurdly dead. Especially in PvP-like situations. Even with some chip damage beforehand, you only need 2 of them to hit. Which is pretty likely at that point. Seems there are still no explode weapons for centaurs. Yeah, there's quite a few that don't have it. They'll likely be added over time once we get more raid and invasion events. Particularly invasion events generally add them. New Mythic really good with Empress. Oh yeah, you can magic buff it. Someone just mentioned that earlier. Maybe I'll mess around with it tomorrow night. Someone did mention do it with Empress, and I still haven't done it with Empress yet. But yeah, we'll test that tomorrow night after we go over all the spoilers and all the other normal stuff. And I don't think we have too much going on next week, but the biggest thing going on next week is 7.0, might be this Tuesday. Actually, that's not true. Vault Event next weekend. Unless it gets changed. Vault Event is this Friday. It's right around the corner. Where'd it go? Weekly events. But yeah, unless it gets changed because the update. Vault Event, July 14th. That's this weekend. Or, you know, not the current weekend that is right now, but next week's weekend. But yeah, that's Vault Event. We have this and potentially patch on Tuesday. And if that is the case, next week is actually pretty huge. Because we'll have the patch on Tuesday doing everything that does. Assuming it comes in, that's not guaranteed. But one thing that is pretty guaranteed is we have Vault Event next weekend. So we'll have that to go grind. And potentially grind it while doing whatever new content's in the patch. Because you might be able to synergize both of them together. Oh no, we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up for now. Oh, Tyrion, you were mentioning something. Is it worth getting 4 times copies of the gold medaling and gold medaling? Asking for a friend. Oh yeah, I saw that you commented that earlier. I wasn't able to reply on it because I think I got sidetracked somehow, but I think you commented on one of the videos or something. But yeah, you got 4 copies of the new mythic. I do feel like it might be okay to gold medal. It's not one I would prioritize by any means, especially for how little I plan on using it. But oh no, it's not the worst thing you could gold medal. It's a major, so it gets 6 magic. Honestly, anything under the mage category in mythic, you can pretty much make the argument to upgrade. Like every single one of these. If I go under the troop type of mage and bring up this... Wait, never mind, not troop type. Wait, what type? What do you have to do again? No, troop role is what I'm looking for. If I go under the category of mage and type in base rarity, like everything in this category is potentially worth upgrading. Like there's almost not a single one here that is like unviable. But you don't gain as much of a benefit. But for the most part, like you could just randomly pick one of these and it would probably be fine. You might also notice that we have quite a few in this category too. Because just one is stronger. Oh wait, I even did Fiend. Wait. I upgraded you? Interesting. I didn't realize I did that. I guess because I wanted another Scourge of Honor kind of alternative. There's Mistralis. There's a lot of good things. Obviously Phoenicia. Scourge of Honor is a huge one. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of these. Well, except for Will Initial. Will Initial is awful. But yeah, pretty much everything in this category you could argue is worth upgrading. Obsidian's another one of those outliers. But, you know, anything that's like hitting 4 enemies is fine. Like any of the full AoEs, they're fine. Dracula's also doing it. True damage, good. Urieli, if you want to use it for that. The Looping Dragons, Elamagrim, Marceau. Actually, I almost want to go upgrade its other alternative. Elder Dragon's actually kind of good fully upgraded for that higher trip damage range. But yeah, the only ones under this category that I would say are probably like you do not want to upgrade that are mythic while also being mage are Yasmin's Chosen, Will of Nisha. These are all the ones you shouldn't do. Yasmin's Chosen, Will of Nisha, Tahamada, the Onyx Giant, Taurusus, Obsidius, probably. You use it for the stun, but its ability is awful. And probably Celica. Aside from those, pretty much every single... Oh, and Fallen Valdis. Don't do Fallen Valdis. But aside from those, pretty much... Oh, and also don't do Astral Mother. But aside from those, pretty much anything in this category is kind of okay to upgrade. With the bigger ones being the Gem Dragons, particularly Diamantina. Anything that has true damage. Anything that has boost ratio. Though Guard's Avatar does gain less from its magic benefit. Anything that has extra turn potential. Anything that like doubles its damage. Which Scourge of Honor technically does too with true damage. Like anything under those categories tend to be the better ones there. But all the majors tend to be pretty good there. Just because you gain 6 magic and magic just gains a lot of benefit. Because that's the benefit for upgrading them and medaling them. You get 1 magic, then 2 magic, then 3 magic for fully medaling a mage. Did I upgrade it because of trials? I may have. I'm not sure. I actually don't remember why I upgraded that. Compared to some other things that exist. Like, it's not a bad upgrade. I just cannot remember why I went for the upgrade. Maybe I thought it was a legendary instead of a mythic. Could you imagine? But, yeah, I honestly do not remember why I upgraded that. But apparently we did at one point. It's not a bad troop. I just don't feel like I use it that often. But anyways, guys, we're going to end it there for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And, yeah, we'll go back tomorrow and go over all the weekly stuff. And we should have some pretty juicy things, especially if 7.0 comes out next Tuesday. So unfortunately, we can't really go over much. And there's also a chance it isn't next Tuesday. It could be any day. It's just the most likely day for it to occur, but it could literally be like 3 weeks from now. We don't really know. Well, we'll find out soon. Anyways, catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.